All right, welcome back to the 2015 MotoOption Supercross Series presented by Fly Racing. Round 1 in Anaheim, and got 450 Heat 2 rolling around the track. This one will feature last year's champion Byron Downen, of course, as you see him right here, is along with several other heavy hitters. Of course, a lot of heavy hitters missing out in that first heat race, where we saw Fresquez, McLeod, Kyle Robb, and Joseph Nazarek transfer through into the main event. Everybody else headed to the semi from that one, but we're about to see 4 more people transfer out of the heat race in this upcoming heat number 2 for the 450 class. So Byron Downen on the quest to, I don't know how he didn't go down, he just totally rode over somebody, but on the quest to win his 2nd title, would be the 3rd person in a row to win 2 titles in a row. Obviously that's still a long ways away. Rumors that he may miss future rounds, but these guys always seem to find ways to bring their computers to just about anywhere to race these events, so I'm not buying it. We're just about ready to get a restart going, though, for this 450 heat number 2. Again, top 4 transferred directly to the main, the rest headed to the semis. A lot of good names in here. Race Carlin, of course, last year really shined through. We got Chase DeSalle, Jack Haley, Tony Spinelli. Peter Light just worked his way into qualifying at the last possible minute. Andre Santos, Reed Young, former 2-time champ Brian Haskell on the resurgence of his career now, trying to work his way back in. Of course, always fast, Alexis Leclerc here, Owen Hillman, Jeremy Smith. This is a pretty stacked heat, to be honest. Clement Lana, Holden Cote, James Schuler, Hunter Root, and we saw Byron Downen, Devin Davis, Corentin Dubois, Jordan Lacoste, Brandon Berg. Man, there are a lot of names that could possibly finish in those top 4 spots. Just wondering what we're waiting on here. It seems like somebody disconnected from the server and it was full. Must be... Oh, that's confusing because we had 20 riders lined up for this, which should have been normal. Just a quick check real quick in chat if anybody can hear me or see what's going on, that my microphone is working and that the video is working as well. Again, apologize to anybody having issues. There's not much I can do other than turn the quality down, which is what I've already done. And I'm not sure why you guys would be having so many issues. We've used Twitch for 3 years now for Race Factory streams, and haven't had much problems before. Thank you, Prodigy, for confirmation again. So I guess we're just waiting on, I guess, Scott Simmons, perhaps? See if anybody's burning some laps that we can go on board with. How about Byron? So here you'll see a little onboard lap, MX Simulator style, of the Anaheim 1 track. Byron coming back across the start straight. Looks like he's right behind his teammate Jeremy Smith. This guy's actually triple over that to the inside and then double back across the start straight up over the finish line. Oh, they made contact. Oh, I don't know how you ride out of that. Got a U-turn into a Dragon's Back that goes down into this whoop section. Somebody is doing something. That looked like Devin Davis as Byron goes down. And it was Devin Davis. Whoa, okay. total chaos at the moment, as it looks like we're still waiting for Scott Simmons to get back in the server after he disconnected for some reason. And so him not getting into the server because of the fact that the server is full. So I guess I should possibly make this announcement. If there are any people that have did not make the 450 UID grab, or just here hanging out, if you could disconnect for just a couple minutes perhaps, so that we get Scott back in here and get this race on the road, that would be great. Obviously nobody knows who's made the 250 UID grab yet, but we see that there are already 40 riders that are showing to have been here for the 450 class. So if you missed the 450 UID grab, please exit the server and allow Scott to get back in so we can get this going. And yeah, guess we're just waiting or something. Oh, nope, Scott just connected, so hopefully that's a good sign. All these guys kind of messing around. On board with Brandon Berg, Twist Moto team, giving you a little preview of the rest of the track and getting front end lock and going down. How about Byron again? Maybe he'll show us around. Oh. Well, these guys are tripling that, but Byron kind of screwed that up, and now he's going to front flip the triple and somehow land it. Then they triple, and either triple over or quad right here, and then double out or triple out, depending on which line you take. Some guys are doing a absolutely ridiculous line of tripling in, quadding, and fiving out, which, of course, only aliens can do, so those guys are aliens. Alright, looks like Scott may be back in the server, and we are about to get going, maybe? It's quite possible that we'll have another warm-up lap. Probably should keep chat closed. I don't know what I'm thinking. Just posting a bunch of garbage on the stream, trying to keep the slurs and stuff down. But of course, people in sim, 12-year-olds with potty mouths for days sometimes. Guess we're getting a pretty good view of all the different riders that are in this heat. As we are finally grabbing a restart, I'm going to open chat real quick before this gets underway to make sure that this is the real deal. And it looks like it is 6 laps. Let's go towards the middle a little bit more. How about Jeremy Smith? Look at that. Number 11, Hunter Root next to Jeremy Smith. Leclerc to his left, right of the screen, and Byron Downen next to Leclerc. Let's see who's going to get the whole shot from heat number 2. Gate is down. Leclerc, of course, good start up the inside. Huge crash takes Byron down. And it, of course, is going to be Alexis Leclerc whole shotting as Smith is second, Hunter Root third, and it looks like Brandon Berg, maybe? Yeah, Brandon Berg in fourth. So here's your top 4 early on. Andre Santos running in 5th. Of course, all these guys trying to catch up. Big crash early on. Holden Cote, Jordan Lacoste, Reed Young, Corentin Dubois as Holden Cote goes down. Let's go back and see if we can find Byron. Here comes Byron coming through behind Devin Davis. Looks like they're in about 11th or so. Couldn't quite see what happened. I just saw somebody from the left side of the screen get really sideways and shoot across the screen into Byron and took him down. So Byron's got his work cut out as we got a battle on our hands for the lead. Leclerc, something happened to Leclerc as Smith is now leading the race. Hunter Root, who you will see later on in the 250 East Series, bearing down on Smith for the race lead. Hunter Root, last year's 250 West champion, and Jeremy Smith's last year's 250 East champion. So a couple 250 champions from last year leading the pack here in the 450 class at Anaheim. As Smith jumps off the track, Hunter Root to the race lead. So it's Root, Smith, and then Leclerc just gets by Berg, who just ate it, and now Andre Santos finds himself in that final transfer spot. Wish I had EMC's skins, but unless they're running last year's stuff, which I don't think so, because Santos wasn't on their team last year, I don't have their skins for this year, which is unfortunate. It's like all kinds of problems for Berg as DeSalle got by, Jack Haley got by as well. Now Berg getting passed by Byron, who now moves his way into the 7th place position, I believe. Oh, and then we had a rider down. That was DeSalle stuck in the bales. This is a problem that these guys are trying to emphasize, that these bales have pretty gnarly collisions, and DeSalle is downright stuck, which is unfortunate as he was battling perhaps to get into a transfer spot. You see some of the other guys that are back here now. Carlin, obviously a bad start for him. Tony Spinelli, national number 17, Devin Davis, Holden Cote, Corentin Dubois. You see Byron at the front of this pack has now gotten by Jack Haley, which means he is in the 5th place position as he's trying to catch this guy, Andre Santos, for the final transfer spot. It's got a long ways to go and a short amount of time to do it, as we are already on lap number 4. Santos holding his own though. Leclerc still in 3rd as Hunter Root is still your leader with Jeremy Smith behind him in 2nd. Smith not able to really do much about Hunter up front just yet. Hunter making his 1/450 appearance of the year, as he will not be here next week or the following week. Although again, these guys find weird ways to be able to make these races, so we could still see Hunter yet before the East Championship starts, but supposedly only racing this round on the 450. Leading the 2nd heat is now Leclerc, going after Smith for 2nd, trying to work his way into a better gate pick perhaps for the main event. Leclerc, a big problem guy in the whoops. Always seems to have trouble. The whoops killed him last year. Will it be another problem for the a very interesting and intricate riding style of Leclerc out of France? Trying to run down Jeremy Smith for 2nd, and now down and is into 4th. So Santos blew it somewhere as Berg is now 5th, Haley 6th, Devin Davis, Holden Cote. So Santos all the way back into the 8th position. Dubois now through into 9th on that F Crew number 77 machine. Holden Cote right here in front of Tony Spinelli. I believe these guys are teammates on the LSD racing team. Oh, I don't know how Cote didn't go over the bars there. Good save. But we are on the last lap. Poor Santos had it going for him, but blew it. That puts Byron up into 4th as he's going to try to run down Leclerc, perhaps. Smith and Root way gone at the front now. Smith trying to run down Root for the race lead here on the last lap. Leclerc must have gone down somewhere. As you can see, he's a good 10 or so seconds back of them. Down and not too far off of Leclerc either. It's kind of good news for the rest of the field that these guys are finishing 1 through 4, as it means they won't be in for the semis and they have less heavy hitters to worry about. Looks like Hunter Root working his way towards the Heat 2 victory. Barry Fly Racing looking to win both heat races here in the 450 class, as Root makes it through the final corner and wins heat number 2. So Hunter Root, your winner here in the 450 heat number 2. Jeremy Smith across the line in 2nd. Leclerc looks like he will hang on for 3rd. And it looks like Byron will end up 4th. So that will do it for the first set of heats here. The 450 class is now done. We'll be bringing you the 250 heats in just a second. I'm going to try to fix some more quality issues that you guys seem to be having. I don't understand why you're having issues if you've never had them before, and we've used Switch this whole time, so I'll try to figure it out, but we'll be back on the other side of this break. You're watching the 2015 MotoOption Supercross Series presented by Fly Racing.